All right, so it looks like it's going to be a brilliant Sunday. It is Sunday morning, about 9 a.m. I think the temp right now is about 61 degrees. I think the temp high today is going to be the upper 60s, low 70s, but there is no wind. So I'm going to take this opportunity to go over and visit the Albino Beekeeper. And I thought maybe I'd bring you along with me. I think it's going to be a fun trip. We're going to help him do some inspections and make sure that his girls are ready for winter. And just in case you haven't seen what's going on around here, my wife now has 2 hives. The red hive is sitting here all by itself, and the rest of the hives are down here in the end doing what they do. The bee yard's looking pretty bare here, but I think what I'm going to do is move the red bee barn down there next to the army bee barn, and then put some Langstroth hives up here. So that's the mission, that's the plan. Now let's gather up our stuff and head over to see the Albino Beekeeper. So here we are at the Albino Beekeeper's backyard. Now we are going to go over to his other bee yard today. But if you remember in the spring, we gave him 1 hive, and he has now got a bunch of hives, all from that one. We're going to be going through them today. He's got some beetle pressure inside the hives, and we did bring the Beetle Sucker 5000. And I don't know what the hives' names are, but we have a small, medium, and large, so that could be Papa Bear, Mama Bear, and Baby Bear. I don't know. Maybe he has names for them. If not, that's what we're going to call them. There's the camera set up. It's ready to go. Let me get my gear on, my smoker lit, and we will get started. All right. Let's get into these girls. Now, this is who?
This is Sage.
All right, Sage. This is the Sage hive. It's not Papa Bear. This is Sage. All right. Okay, so this is the original split that we're getting into right now. Oh, there's no feed on this.
I guess we pulled it.
Okay.
Yeah, so got to refeed.
I see some girls on a queen excluder. Why is there a queen excluder there?
I just am storing it there.
Oh, okay. All right. Not bad. Got a little funk up in there, but that happens in wintertime. Let's go ahead and grab that, get it out of there. And while we're in here, let's go ahead and set this in the sun. All right, for those of you who don't remember, this is Brady. Bring him in here. There it is, the Albino Beekeeper. I've named him that. That's not what he called himself. Long running joke because he's got blonde hair. All right. Let's see what we have here. Hello, ladies. Okay, they're awfully calm, that's a good sign.
Yeah, they've been pretty calm throughout the season. Tell you what, I'll go ahead and work these out.
He knows my reputation with oil traps. We don't want the oil spill.
Yeah.
When I'm not being brave today without my gloves, I forgot my gloves. I had them. I was ready to go when I left the house, and I forgot to throw them in the car.
So that's got a few.
There are a few beetles in there. Okay, that's good.
So it's definitely working. I definitely appreciate having them in there now that I see how much it's capturing.
That's a full frame of honey. That's good. They've got some good stores there.
Now this is from last year that was frozen.
Okay.
That was apivar treated. That's why I marked the frames. So
okay.
I just unfroze and put them out there for the bees.
Excellent. All right. Yeah, they're working. That does not look bad. That does not look bad at all. Absolutely. Yeah, those girls look nice. Okay, there is not a lot going on in the bottom box. I can see, I'm looking down there right now and I don't see anything.
Yeah.
So it looks like everybody's living up here. So we are going to find the queen in this box. All right, is there any brood at all in here?
There was a little bit.
Okay.
And then she just started.
That's all nectar.
Trying to lay recently. So yeah, it hasn't been like a huge population explosion.
Okay, let me ask you this. Do you have any pollen sub?
Oh, yes. Now we put pollen sub on.
Okay.
And the pollen patties, and they were basically just
beetle magnets.
Beetle, breeding factory.
Well, the beetles are at bay right now. It's getting cold at night.
Okay.
There's your queen. Okay, she just walked up underneath of here.
Okay. Here, you want me to? There you go. Yep, she's unmarked.
There she is. There's the queen, right there. Whether you can see her or not. It's right there by my finger. Okay. And we have a couple of pieces of brood on that frame. Not a lot. Not a lot on the other side either. We're going to go ahead and put her back in the box. Let's just continue inspecting the hive. All right, ladies. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry, you were stuck together. Let's have a gander. Okay, now this is a nice frame of brood. It's a really nice frame of brood. You can't see it. There's a lot of bees on it, but this whole frame is covered. The middle, those are all winter bees. So this queen is working. And they've got food and brood on the other side as well. If you have a couple more frames that look like that, we're in good shape with this hive. I mean, even though it's going to go through winter in a nuke, or well, in a medium, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. And she's laying right now, and that's why I asked you if you had pollen sub. Okay, there's more. We have more brood. Whole middle here, and we have resources on the outside. So this is good. This is not dire straits. We do have some pollen in there. I see some open, uncapped brood. And we have more pollen over here. These bees are kind of hiding it right now. There's some more pollen down there. There's a girl with pollen on her legs. I've also not seen any hive beetles in here.
Sage has been pretty good with hive beetles.
All right, that's a full frame of nectar. And another full frame of nectar. It's not capped, but they're filling it up. I think they're going to continue to take nectar for this hive. I would throw another gallon on here if you have it. And you can start loading the 2-to-1 because the resources are dying out there. Okay, this is nectar, and they are capping it again. Oh, and you have a whole other full frame of honey right there. Yeah,
and that's again from last winter.
And that's fine. The bees don't care.
Yes.
This hive is in stellar shape, man.
Okay.
I know you didn't think much of it, but in the winter they don't go. I mean, they're going to build up their bees, and I understand it's one box.
Yeah, that was the weirdest thing to me was the fact that they're not, and maybe they've gone down into the deep, but the fact that they weren't really in there and haven't been in there like all season, it's just like, why are you not expanding out?
What you could have done because bees like to move up, is put this box on the bottom and the deep on top, and in the spring reverse the boxes. Or actually in the spring you can just set the deep on top. They'll come up, draw it out, then you can flip the boxes. Okay. Let's remove that empty box on the bottom. Then these girls are ready for winter outside of a little bit more feed. There you go. They're doing something down here.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like more activity than previously.
Well, now see, if you've got any deep frames with brood on it, this box has got to stay. Okay, nothing happening there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they're drawing comb. Maybe. I haven't seen anything stored yet. Okay. You hold that. Go ahead and remove this
Entrance.
reducer. Yep, didn't need that. Okay, now if you'll just shake those girls down into the hive. And I do see activity on the front of all of these hives, and they are bringing in pollen, so the pollen is still coming in. On my drive out here today, I noticed that there was some ragweed out there. Some of the goldenrod is still out there. It's starting to turn brown. I did see some fresh clover, so there's still some resources in this area. Now Brady's house is a little bit further north than mine, probably by about an hour. So we're going to see that his bees are going to be more ready for winter than mine are. Well, winter is going to hit them before it hits me. We don't know who's going to be more ready. It's a competition, you know. But we'll give them the obligatory smoke anyways. Bees don't smoke. I have to do that every time.
It is a great find.
That's a great movie, man. And yeah, this probably needs to come off unless there's, you know, something crazy in it that the bees need. Yeah, there's not a lot. The only frame I see with any activity on it at all is this one down here, and it's very light. A little bit of honey on it. Yeah, I would just remove this. We're going to go ahead and pull this box right now. They don't need to go through winter with this. And that's, I mean, a lot of people send their bees through winter in a single box. I'm going to be breaking down a lot of mine into single boxes if they just don't have the resources, and it's likely that a lot of them won't, because it's been a crazy year. Hello. You don't know me. I'm the bug farmer. Good to meet you. Good to meet you.
This was actually a split off of sage.
Okay. So I knew your grandma. I knew your grandmother. Don't sting me. No stings. All right. There we go. Okay. So you have some bees. They are all on that side. So what we're going to do, I can tell you right now, just looking at it, we're going to take 2 frames out here, put them on the other side, bring those bees right to the middle.
Okay.
That way, when they're trying to keep the hive warm, they're going to be surrounded by food. That box had a couple of little bits of honey on a couple of frames.
So we'll just swap those out.
I would swap out. I mean, anything we can give them, and these girls are definitely going to need to be fed, like yesterday.
And that's the interesting thing, is they aren't really taking feed, or they don't seem to be.
Yeah, I think they will. With 2 to 1, you're going to notice it getting stored.
Okay.
Okay. So far, nothing happening. Oops, oops, oops. Let's not get crazy. Let's not get crazy. Let's not get crazy. I'm your friend. I am your friend. And this is queen, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so they have some food right there. That's not going to get them through winter, but they do have food right there. Okay.
And I did swap out some drawn frames for things that they didn't have drawn out. So.
Okay, now this is all nectar. I don't see any brood. We are going to look for the queen. See if we can find her. But without pollen, she will not lay. So you might have to get a pollen patty on here.
Gotcha.
Because I haven't seen any pollen either. I saw a couple of girls bringing some in, which is always a good sign. There's a girl with some on her legs right there. Okay, there's some brood. So we have some brood on this frame. This whole middle's brood. Some resources on the outside. Not a lot, but there are resources. I see some uncapped brood right here as well. So the queen's doing something. Let's see if I can find her. Something else, you don't have any hive beetles in here at all. None, which is a good thing. Okay.
Just looking at the traps, I mean, there are quite a few in the traps, but nothing like your...
I do not see the queen on this side. There is pollen on this side, so they've got what they need to make some bees. And right here we're looking at a girl with pollen on her legs. I see some brood in the middle there. I do not see the queen. Well, we know she's in here. We're going to go ahead and out my hands. Out my hands. We don't want to sting the bug farmer. Don't sting me. No stings, please. You at least have your girls move to the center.
Okay.
So they can stay warm. And I would get a bucket of feed on here ASAP.
Will do.
All right, this is the mint hive. Mint. I don't want to deal with the cayenne pepper hive. It'd be hot, hot hive. We don't want the hot hive.
And the ghost pepper hive too.
No, the X pepper.
Oh,
have you seen that? Yeah, the X pepper, man. I don't want to deal with the X pepper. Pepper X. That's it. Oh, all right. So these girls are on 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're on 4, 5. What? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4.5 frames of bees. 2 empties here. 3 empties here. So we're going to leave them in their current configuration.
Okay.
Hello. Hello. Now you don't know me at all. You don't know me. No stinging. No stinging. I don't want to get stung. Forgot my gloves. Then again, the stingometer could go off.
Yeah.
In these hives.
Is that valid if it's outside?
It's valid. It's valid. Okay, so you got moisture on the bottom here. I think this hive is leaning this way a little bit.
Okay.
Is it level?
And I can go get the level. But
yeah, if you have a small level, let's set it on. I think we probably want to kick the back of it up a little bit.
Let's see.
Oh, we have a couple of hive beetles. Beetle sucker 5,000. Beetle sucker 5,000. Okay, here we go. Okay, we have officially captured 3 hive beetles. We've relieved the beetle pressure in this hive. Yeah. Well, no.
I tried to get them
actually leaning this way a little
forward-leaning.
bit. Oh, there's a lot of moisture. Did your sugar syrup spill?
That's what we're thinking. That's the biggest challenge we've had, is trying to figure out where the moisture is coming from.
Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and we're going to clean that up while we're in here. Okay. All right. These girls have a lot of food. They have an apivar strip. A lot of food. I don't see any brood on this frame, but I wouldn't. This is one of their outside frames. So I don't suspect I'm going to see the queen here either. Let's look on the other side, see if we see any more hive beetles. I don't see any popping their heads up. They saw what happened to their buddies, and they're like, man, we don't want any part of that. That's a diabolical device, man. It's diabolical. We don't
terrible.
want it.
They'll still horror stories around the campfire with that.
See, the bees can't hear, so they don't care, but the hive beetle's like, this thunderous sound. It was like a tornado. A twister. Sucked it right up. They're gone. And I saw a cow fly by.
Right, I was just thinking that.
A cow on a tractor. It's like... All right, here we go. Let's get serious. All right. Okay, we have brood and we have open brood, so we definitely have a working queen in here. Let me set this down without smashing anybody. So we have brood in the center. It's the classic rainbow. They've got the resources on the outside, but all of this is open brood. And we have some open brood right here, and all these cells that have already hatched, they're relaying them. Well, she is relaying them. That's good. Okay. Let's look for the queen. Let's look on the other side. Okay, we have the same thing happening here. We have brood in the center, resources on the outside. There's our queen right there.
Yep.
There she is. She's marked. Right at my finger. I don't know whether you can see her or not. There she goes. Oh, I got a bee on my hand. Ooh, get off me. All right, we're going to leave her right there. Put her back in the hive. So this hive, all I can see that it needs is food.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a bit. They need more though. Perfect. Let's get some sugar syrup ready for these girls, and then we're going to head over to his other bee yard. All right, this is Brady's other bee yard. Got a few hives in here. We're going to do the same thing that we did to the other bee yard right here. We're just going to go through these hives, make sure that they've got food brood and are prepared for winter. Now, we did realize that the sugar syrup that he was feeding was a little bit light, so we made a little bit thicker syrup here. So hopefully they're going to take this and just start storing it right into the hives. Let me get my smoker lit, my camera set up, and we'll get going. I'm your friend. What do we have happening here? Okay, you've only got 2 frames of bees.
It really is the lowest hive in this yard. And I think it's because, again, there's some a lot more shade than the others get,
okay,
too.
But these girls need pollen patties, man.
Okay.
If not, this hive here may need like a double screen bottom board on top of one of the other hives, because this is, you've got 2 frames of bees here.
Yeah,
that's it.
I was kind of thinking.
And there's ants moving in, which means they could abscond. But yeah, we'll at least get these girls into the middle of this box.
Okay.
A nuke would be ideal. Had I known, I would have brought a nuke. Yeah, they don't even have anything drawn out. So if you want to grab like one of those mediums and bring it back, that might be a good plan for this hive.
I see what you're saying.
Just shake them down into a medium. See, there's no brood there. We sure there's a queen in here?
I think they were queen, right?
I mean, they're calm and they're bringing in pollen, so that tells me that there's something going on here. But
Pretty sure they are queen, right?
if there's no brood, then that means they've got no pollen. Okay, there's a little bit of brood. Okay, so do you have a deep back there? Are there no deep frames?
Well, I do have a deep shell here,
so we
we could
drawn frame.
Yeah,
There's
we
your
can
queen.
swap some out.
There's your queen right there.
There we go.
There she is. Okay, so she's in there. She's trying to make a go of it. So you've got 2. Is this a half a frame or is this a
Seems like it's
full frame? Is it both sides? Okay, so you've got 2.5 frames of bees here. They've got some pollen in there and some nectar. They're about to have a lot more. They're going to stay in the middle. We're bringing this into the middle. we're going to do is, I mean, this is all we've got, so this is what we're going to use. If you want next weekend, you can come out to my house and I'll give you some frames.
Well, I think we've got drawn frames at the house now because we collapsed sage into the medium.
That's right.
So
do you want to go get those deeps?
Sure.
Go get those deeps.
Okay.
Because I would rather put the deeps in here. That gives them the queen place to lay. They're going to have plenty of room for all the sugar syrup.
Okay, gotcha.
That's a good plan.
All right.
I'm going to go ahead and close this up. Move on to the next hive really quick.
Okay.
But when you get back, we will make sure that they've got some drawn comb in there.
Sounds good.
All right. Here's a girl. She's just sleeping. She's fine. She's asleep. We're just gonna let her sleep in the grass a little bit. All right, let's jump into this hive really quick and see what we can see. Now, I cautioned you. He did say that these hives in this bee yard were a little bit weaker than the last ones, and those were pretty weak. So, I'm not a huge fan. There's a hive beetle right there, and another one. We used a Beetle Smasher 100 on that one. That's you know, they didn't need the Beetle Smasher 5000. They got the flattening finger. All right, let's take this off. I don't know where this idea came from, putting these right here, but that's not a good idea. We're not going to do that anymore. All right, let's see here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this hive, okay, every frame in here is drawn out with the exception of the first one, but we've only got 3 frames of bees in the middle. And we are going to be on the lookout for hive beetles for sure. Okay, there's nothing at all happening right there. We have no hive beetles there. Here we go. Here's a frame of bees. What do we have here? Okay, we are going to look for the queen and see if she's on here. There's the apivar strip. We're leaving the mite load. If you see the queen, shout her out. Leave it in the comments below, because I may miss her. It has happened before. I do not see her. I'm going to put this back there. Let me look for hive beetles too while I'm here. Just because we don't want to take any hive beetles into the winter if we don't have to. All right. And what do we have here? There are quite a few bees on there. We do have brood, and there is nectar. I don't see much pollen in here, and that is again what the queen needs right now to be able to rear brood. See if I can see a queen. Don't see her there. Let's look at the other side. Okay. We do have some open brood on this side. Oh, and the bees are removing a bee. I don't know whether or not you can see this. We've got a bee right there trying to get out. It's actually being born. Okay. Bees were trying to help it. If you see the queen on here, let me know. I really got sidetracked by that bee that looked like it was being pulled out, but now it looks like it's hatching. I do not see the queen on this frame, but you know what? I am going to turn it over and look again, because I've spent a lot of time on that side and all the girls ran to this side. So let's see here. Do you see her? I don't see her. Doesn't mean she's not here. It just means I don't see her. All right. Going back down in. See what we can see here. Not a lot going on there. I don't see her, but I know she's in here because I saw open brood. Okay. That's all we've got going. There's a lot of bees on the bottom here, but I guess we're not going to see these. This hive is getting loud, so I'm going to go ahead and close it up. I'm going to put it back in the exact same configuration that we found it. Give them some food and get out. Hello. Okay, lot of moisture in this hive. but I don't think that the moisture's condensation. I think the moisture, that sugar syrup was so thin. The stuff that we got for them now is super thick. It's 2 to 1. That was probably 1/2 to 1. Very light on the sugar, more water than sugar. Okay, this hive looks good. Well, I mean, it looks for the hives that we've seen, this looks good. We've got three frames of bees, 3.5 frames, but those are solid frames. Those bees are packed on there. Right. Brady is back. And these girls are storing nectar. This is all nectar. There's no brood on this frame at all. I don't see a queen on there either, but that's okay. Hello, okay, this is a nice frame. Okay, we've got some brood right there. This is all nectar, so they've got some food stored as well. We're gonna look for the queen. She may be under here. We're gonna lift this up and have a look. Are you under there? Don't see her. Okay, we're gonna put that back down. I know, I just got apivar on my fingers. May cause death. I read the label last time. I'm gonna wipe it off my pants real quick. Now my pants may cause death. We don't want that to happen. I have to warn the wife when she does laundry. All right, I don't see the queen on here, even though we do have brood. Let's look at the other side. More brood on the other side. That is good. We have a teacup. We're gonna go ahead and pick that out. We don't need that. Don't need the bees getting any ideas. I do not see the queen on this frame. Excellent. You got some frames?
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent.
I had to knock off the bees that were robbing it.
It's gonna make them happy though. Okay, so this is all brood in the middle. That's a nice frame. We've got the resources on the outside. Brood in the middle. I don't see much pollen. There's a little bit of pollen right here. But this frame has everything that the bees need to continue to make bees, so that's good. We can still build our numbers there a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and put the queen back down in the hive, because that's where she needs to be. We're gonna look at the last frame here. Make sure we don't have any more hive beetles. Captured a few more.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Oh, goodness. Now we have angry bees. So we have brood right here. I have some girls with pollen. And there is some pollen right there, so that's good. And a lot of nectar. Okay. On the back side, we have the same thing. The whole middle, you can't see it, it's buried in bees. But the whole middle is capped brood. That is all right. There we go. So now the girls are right in the center of the box. They're far away from the edges. They should be able to keep themselves warm. Let's give them a little pollen patty. Actually, we'll just go ahead and unpeel it on one side. There we go. There we go. Have some of that. Yum. Yummy. You're about to see a lot of happy bees. They might start dancing on the top of the hive. Nice thick syrup. Yum. Okay. All right. That was pleasing. This is your strongest hive.
Yeah. It's been that way since the beginning. So.
Okay. Its pot was the blue one, right?
I believe so.
What's this one's name?
That is clove.
Clove. So we have rosemary, thyme, and clove. I knew clove. Which one is pumpkin spice latte?
Right. That'll be later.
we've been drinking a lot of pumpkin spice latte creamer in our.
Oh yeah.
And I'm getting fat, and I keep drinking this stuff. It's so horrible, but it's good. So
it is good. That's the scary part about it.
Okay, we're gonna bring the camera back over here. We have a little bit more work. I'm gonna set you kind of off to the side while we do this. Just you made their whole day, man.
Absolutely. And that's what we want to do.
Hello, ladies. I know, I'm back. Wait till you see what we brought you. Blamo. Okay, these are goners.
Okay.
1, 2.
So just looking for the best ones.
I'll take anything.
That might be. This is probably the best one.
So let's see here. This one.
Oh yeah, we can. And that one's completely empty as well.
Yeah, we're gonna take the 2 good ones there.
Okay.
We're gonna use all the new frames that you brought.
Gotcha.
We just want to put the partially drawn ones on the edges. That side. That side. This one. Ooh.
It's kind of, yeah, it's kind of pulling apart.
We'll use this one. No worries.
Perfect.
Okay. Yep. I'll need a pollen patty.
All right, we've got that here.
Yum. Let's put it over brood length.
Oh, okay.
So that we want to be able to feed
Gotcha.
while it's cold. When it's cold out at nighttime, they're not going to they're going to be clustered.
I see.
Okay. So now we have that. We have this. It's going to move away from the opening, the feeder. Where's your front door? We'll put this right in front of the front door.
Yeah, that's right.
So when they come in, we're hitting that one's already on pollen. She's like, yeah. Yeah, look what we have. We have a present. Okay. I can tell you this, you don't have a hive beetle problem.
Right. I definitely have seen a video of that.
You do not have a hive beetle problem.
There.
All right, well, there you go. The end of another adventure. Now, this was at the Brady Bee Yard, the Albino Beekeeper. And again, that's the name I give him. That's not, he doesn't call himself the Albino Beekeeper, but I do. I'm going to take off your helmet and show him why. No, we're not going to do that. Anyways, that's the end of another adventure. I hope you enjoyed tagging along to this other bee yard. It's always nice to see some other bees. And I think these girls they've got a shot. They've got a fighting chance to get through winter. Now I think he's got about another month of buildup that he can do, and he's going to be giving them the real thick 2-to-1 sugar syrup. They've got a pollen patty. They've all got a queen. They've all got brood, and now they've all got places to store all of that new nectar. So there you go. There you have it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do me a favor. Give me a thumbs up. If you have something to say, by all means, please comment. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, do me a favor. Take a moment, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell to be notified of my new content. I do try to drop a video every Friday. We try to keep it light and have fun. So with all that said, be happy, and I will see you next week. Take care.